What up, fam? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, man. Lakers versus the Orlando Magic today. Same starting lineup. Nothing has changed, so my expectations haven't changed either. Unfortunately, same starting lineup: Lonnie Walker, LeBron, Thomas Bryant, Patrick Beverly, Dennis Schroeder. We're going up against the Magic, that are obviously a struggling team at 13 and 21, but they have some up and young and coming guys like Paolo Banchero, or should I say Bencaro, Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner. So we get to face the brothers today. Markel Fultz and Bobo is their starting lineup. So Lakers Magic, still no trades. Like I said, no change to the starting lineup. My expectations have went away. What am I looking forward in this game? Why should we still watch the Lakers, might you ask? Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I'll say for me, it's still obviously the young player development guys like Austin Reeves, Thomas Bryant, Lonnie Walker. I'd love to continue watching them. Obviously, LeBron's record, but even if that's not enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you. For me, I always watch the Lakers regardless, man. I know we're struggling. I know the front office is very questionable to say the least. And a lot of things going on. Hey, shout out to Max. What's up, bro? What's up, everybody? Welcome. But the rumors aren't getting nicer either. A lot of stuff going on. They're talking about this was interesting. They're talking about now something I had mentioned a couple of weeks ago, that the Lakers front office might be afraid to make a move and compound the issue, the situation, just to try to put a band-aid on this problem. And that's something I always said. That was my theory, that I felt like Rob was scared of making another bad trade. What's up, Laker girl? Should we just blow it up, Dan, and wait till next year? If they're going to blow it up, they're going to blow it up in the summer, Christian. It doesn't make sense to blow it up now. I mean, it's one of those things where if you can get some value in return for some of the pieces that might have value, maybe, but I'd rather build with those pieces moving forward. Re-sign, obviously, everybody we need to re-sign, all the youngsters, right? Hey, what's up, Green Mamba? Yes, sir. Definitely had a great holiday, man. Appreciate your speed. Thanks, Anthony. He said, don't buy into it, Dan. You're better than that. Buy into what? I don't know what you're talking about. Buy into what? What are we buying into here? The fact that we're struggling? I mean, there's nothing to be bought there. That's a fact. The fact that this front office still hasn't done anything? That's also a fact. So there's nothing to buy into, bro. He said, I still have hope. The West is wide open. Hope, I'll always have hope to the bitter end until they say the Lakers no longer qualify for the playoffs. Then I'll lose hope. But hope and expectations are two completely different things. I've lowered my expectations. My expectations were a little bit higher. I at least wanted us to be a top 17. I don't know if we can be that due to the injuries and the lack of movement, right? He said, if AD wasn't hurt, we'd be cool. I don't know, man. Even with AD playing at his best, we were still losing winnable games. A trade was still needed, man. A trade was still needed. So, it's unfortunate that we never made a move this season, but there's no excuses for the way we suck. It's been 3 seasons now. We gave him a pass, 1 year after the championship. Gave him a pass last year. Not going to give him a pass this year, man. 3 strikes, you're out. If they don't make nothing happen this season, then, yeah, everybody's turning on the front office, and rightfully so. Joseph, he said, I know you've seen LeBron delete that tweet. I am going to talk about that. I'm glad you brought it up, man. What he's talking about, Joseph, what he's talking about, thanks for the super chat, by the way. Or should I say the Cash App? He said he's talking about LeBron James backtracking on the promise that he won't ever miss the playoffs again in his career. Now, why did he delete that tweet, right? First of all, because, man, people are always looking to attack him on everything. Literally everything. That's number one. Number two, I think he now realizes that the front office not only lied to us, but they lied to him and everybody, right? They're no longer trying to put everything in order for us to compete on the table, right? And, the fan base is going to be split down the middle. Most of us are going to think, man, they should have done right by LeBron and AD and got him help. Maybe AD wouldn't be hurt. They waited too long, and now they have their excuse to basically tank with no draft picks, but basically to hold on to what they do have. They have their excuses they want it now. But at the end of the day, man, it's one of those things where 3 seasons in a row of mediocrity after they promised we would continue to contend and compete. I can see why LeBron deleted that tweet. He probably has no faith in the front office, just like we have no more faith in the front office at this point. It's like, show me something before I can believe again. And like I said, it's been 3 straight years. So he said, I'm starting to feel like this team needs a new ownership. Yeah, we're all starting to feel that way, man. You're not alone on that front because we gave them the benefit of the doubt. We gave them the time. But like I said, in the last 10 years, we've only had one good team. That's not good enough if you're a Laker, man. We know the standard. Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Jason. Regardless, man, we're here to support and we're here to hopeful, right? Hope and expectations, two different things. My hope is always going to be skyrocketed for our Lakers. I hope that they can turn things around. And like my man said, the West is still wide open. My expectations, they have tanked because they haven't done anything. The injuries are starting to pile on, and we're losing more and more and more winnable games, like the one versus Charlotte or the one versus Dallas when we're up double digits at the half. And now tonight, usually tonight I would say we have a favorable matchup and whatnot, right? Obviously, the Orlando Magic don't have the best of records per se. 13 of 21. They're young, should be able to take advantage with our veteran leadership. But more times than not this season, the Lakers have let us down and they lost to young, unexperienced teams, especially because those young teams have a chip on their shoulder. It seems like they have more to prove than our Lakers. So nothing is a guaranteed anymore. I watch these games in fear that it might be another loss, unfortunately. He said from 2012 to 2022, only championship team and other 9 years, absolute mediocrity. You're right. Exactly. I look at everything, in perspective, and I gave this front office the benefit of the doubt when they. I was excited when Jeanie took over because I was like, no more Jim and no more Mitch, right? Who was Jim's puppet. I was excited even more when Magic Johnson came on board because I knew he would, reestablish the cachet, bring a superstar like LeBron, and eventually we win more titles. But that's the key right there: titles with an S, not title, right? The Lakers don't build to win one championship every 10 years, right? The Lakers built to win 2 to 3, all right, every 10 years at the very least. And so that, we have failed this decade. We have failed because we've only come up with one, right? At least the previous decade, right? From 2000 to 2010, what did we get? We got the 2021, 2022. That's 2 right there. And then we got the 2 on the back end on 2019. I'm sorry, 2009 and 2010. So we got 4 championships in the previous decade compared to 1. And the one, obviously, that we got was very situational to the point where we had to get it because we traded everything to get it. So, my fear, and I think all of the diehard Lakers fans' fear, is that we are not in good hands, right? And another year of mediocrity, I think all but solidifies that. And that's the scary part, right? We watch these games, no more excitement, just hope. And we get excited in little spurts, but then we remember, oh, these Lakers only play half a quarter and then they give up the rest, right? So overall, man, I'm coming into this night tonight hoping that we win, but not expecting anything. And we'll go from there. Joseph says, by the way, Dan, I'm tired of the coach and his stupid lineup. Yeah, I think we start holding Darvin Ham accountable already, man. I usually give him a year, but he's made so many mistakes, man. Again, this lineup tonight: Lonnie Walker, LeBron, Thomas Bryant, Patrick Beverly, and Dennis Schroeder versus Bobo, Paolo Banchero, Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner, and only one guard. So essentially, they have 4 forwards and 1 guard, and we have 1, 2, 3 guards and basically 2 forwards. So we are the complete opposite, and I look for them to try to take advantage of that as well. That definitely falls on Darvin unless he's being puppeteered. But again, if I take a job and I see that my team is losing, I'm going to put my foot down. And if the front office wants to fire me, so be it. I'm not taking L's voluntarily just so, to be the scapegoat. So this is on Darvin as well. He needs to put his foot down and say, I want to play size if he really is trying to play size. If it's not the front office and it's him, then he will go down as just another failure of a hire because let's be honest, man, you have to use what's at your disposal to the best of its ability, the best combinations, the best starting lineups, the best bench rotations, everything, right? And it has to be, even though we're injured and even though obviously the front office has set us up for failure by not giving us enough wing depth and size, you still got to make do with what you have, So that's my biggest disappointment with Darvin so far, is that he continues to see this lineup struggle, especially against bigger lineups like the one versus Orlando, and he lets it rock. Lil Dex, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for super chat. He said, Dan, Even if we won 2 to 3 chips per 10 years, we made the finals at least 3 to 5 times. He said we can't win all of them, but at least make it there or close to the Western Conference Finals. Exactly. But the Lakers, every single generation, they've found ways to win multiple titles, and we failed these last 10 years. Now all we want is for continued improvement, and the Lakers haven't done that. They failed to, you went from a championship team to a lesser team in 2021. You went from, a lesser team to getting eliminated in the playoffs in the first round because of injuries and having a lesser team to not even making the playoffs. And then if we compound that by not making the playoffs again, I mean, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things where we're just like, wow, when is the improvement going to come? Now, we don't even have a draft. Well, we have a draft pick. We don't even have a top 10 draft pick, and we're a top 10 worst team in the league this year. So it just doesn't make sense right now at all. He said no names having career nights against us. That's another thing, but that's something I've been used to for my whole life being a Laker. We always used to have like the Ruben Pattersons of the world, the Raja Bells, the Tim Thomases come in here and just drop 30s. And most of that is because it's the Lakers, and we always have a target on our back. Some of that is because they're trying to perform. As a result, they're trying to, where we got the biggest, brightest stage, even when we're not a good team. So, hey, shout out Andres. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I want to skip October. I want to skip to October 2023 already. I don't even want to do that because if they don't fix the issues we have here, it's only going to continue to leak over to next year. That's the problem I have with this team moving forward. So they have to fix all these issues, man. They have to start getting the right mindset. Bottom line is, with LeBron deleting that tweet, right, that he made a promise that he won't ever miss the playoffs in his career again, it shows you his confidence in the front office has tanked as well. And as a result, I would not be shocked if the Lakers don't make a significant move here by the trade deadline. He might ask for a deal. And in the long run, that might be what's best for both the Lakers and LeBron James, to be honest, because the Lakers might have to, want to start an identity of their own. Maybe they gave up too much of their identity to clutch into LeBron. Or maybe they just didn't care enough. Maybe they just wanted to sell tickets. I don't know what their agenda is. Again, this front office is not apparent with his fan base like Magic Johnson was, right? So I think that's the biggest disappointment we go through. We don't know what to expect moving forward. I thought a trade would have been done already as soon as December 15th, deadline lifted, as far as being able to trade 90% of the league. I thought after that, the Lakers would be working the phones. Rumor has it that they're afraid, which is something I had speculated on the previous month. So I'm not shocked about this. I kind of speculated on it, like I said, and I felt like Rob has made so many bad trades that he feels like if he does one more bad trade, his career will be on the line. But by sitting on his hands, he's not going to help himself unless they really start to rebuild from scratch after this summer, right? But even then, it's going to take time, and the fan base is going to grow weary and tired. And eventually, he might be the fall man anyway. So why not try to make something happen now that you got a LeBron James and an Anthony Davis? Hopefully, he comes back. William Scott, what's up, my bro? He said, appreciate the super chat, bro. He said 6 players on last year, not in the league now. 6 players on last year. You mean on the Lakers? Oh, that's a good point. So let's see, who are the 6? So it's was Rondo here? I already forgot, man. Yeah, it was Rondo, Dwight Howard, but Rondo got traded early. That's why I forgot he was here last year. Dwight Howard, Rondo, Carmelo Anthony. Who are the other 3? I completely forgot. But you're right, man. And that shows you how we've been scraping the bottom of the barrel ever since we make the wrong decisions, the wrong trades. The trade for Russ was wrong. Stuff like that, He said, Dan, how could you have hope in a team that loses to teams they shouldn't lose to, like 8-24 records, for example? Hope is different than expectations. I always have hope. I never lose hope, man. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. A lot of people give up on teams early. A lot of people have told me, Dan, I stopped watching since last month. I can never do that because you never know if they turn it around. You want to be here for the ups and downs. It's all about loyalty. So I do have hope that they turn it around. However, that's completely different than expectations. I came in with expectations that this team would be better than last season's team. That hasn't happened yet. However, the West is still wide open. They still make some minor tweaks here and there, maybe a major tweak, a major trade, then we might be in business. However, again, hope and expectations, two different things. As the team is currently constructed, with the lineups we're currently rolling out, I don't have expectations. I don't think we're gonna win on any given night. I just hope we do. And that's bad. That's bad. But I'm here. I'll be here regardless. Teams face adversity all the time. Yeah, no, I'm all about adversity. I understand adversity. However, constantly making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. Mind you, we needed a trade since last trade deadline. Okay. This summer, we needed a big trade, blockbuster, get rid of Westbrook, bring in all these pieces, all of that. Didn't happen. We needed a coaching hire that would command the locker room. Halfway happened. Darvin Ham is a presence in the locker room. However, he's not making the proper adjustments, and he's rolling out small ball. Hasn't worked yet. Right now, you could make an excuse for him and say, well, that's all the front office has provided. No. There's times Thomas Bryant doesn't see the second half. Damian Jones, who without Anthony Davis should be getting consistent minutes, doesn't see time at all. So the front office continues to make the same mistakes. That's our issue. It's like, when are they going to learn? I understand the struggle, like you said. Every team struggles. I'm here for it. I've been here for it. We've been here since way before the rebuild. I've been here for like 3 different rebuilds, man. 3 different ones. So I've been here, man, and I know I'm with the team with or without the struggle. However, the scariest part is our front office. Is Jeannie Buss, is Rob Pelinka capable of making the hard decisions that are going to put us back into contention? To be determined. So far, it hasn't happened. It has not happened, right? I think we got blessed with Magic Johnson's relationship with LeBron and clutch, and the fact that they brought it over all those amazing, talented free agents. I'll give partial credit to Jeannie and to Rob for that. I'm not going to be naive and say they had nothing to do with that, because obviously they have to sign the checks and give the okays and dot the lines and all that, dot the I's. But at the end of the day, now that Magic Johnson has parted, the coaches that we had that championship year have left. The veil is starting to be lifted, and you're starting to see more exposure. Little Dex, appreciate you, bro. He said, sadly, I made a killer off bumps going off on us. Yeah, bro. Again, historically for the Lakers, that has always been the case. But at least when we would, we had our own killers, we were able to close out games regardless. And right now, we don't have those killers, man. We're not able to close out games. LeBron James is not enough right now. It's just not enough, right? We needed some backup. We needed some size. We're getting exposed all over the place. The wings are cooking us. The centers are, destroying us down low. And it's like we're out here waving the white flag halfway through the game, We disappear for full halves, not even full quarters. So let's just hope that doesn't happen tonight. All right, really quick, man, because I came in a little bit late, man. Just adopted a new pet, new member of the family, man. His name's Bruce Wayne. He's a Doberman. Very excited about that. But I've been busy, man, all day, getting everything situated. Got him his shots and all of that. So I came in a little late. But I will still give you guys the keys to the game. And you guys could definitely find me here during the half. All right, keys to the game are obviously, Darvin, make the adjustments, man. You're going to have guys like Bobo, Paolo Banchero, Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner. All these guys have good size on them. They're going to try to post you up. They're going to try to, slash to the basket. And if you don't have a lot of rim protections, Thomas Bryant is all you have, you're probably going to lose this game. So try using Damian Jones, Wenyen Gabriel, those guys. Mix it up. We can't have that, man. He said, what color? I have a Doberman. He's black and tan, right? Like brown tannish. But unfortunately, man, he's a little bit older, and I haven't been able to find a place that'll crop his ears for me, the right way. Obviously, they have to put him to sleep and all of that, so it's as painless as possible. So, yeah, man, he's 5 months old, so I'm trying to find a spot right now. If you guys know of any good spot where they do it, let me know, please. I appreciate that. Hey, Dan, although I'm not giving up on the Lakers yet, at this rate, should LeBron request a trade in the summer? Also, do you agree not giving up on the Lakers yet? Yeah, I agree. I'm never going to give up on the Lakers, no matter what. If I'm LeBron James, obviously, and the Lakers don't make a significant move here to help him out and to help AD when he comes back out, then yes, he should request a trade. And I think that would be, I think that would be one of those things that is better for both parties, kind of thing, right? Because in the long run, obviously you're clearing the cap, you're bringing back talent potentially, and you'll send him. You know, I would let him choose where he wants to go. That way, you leave off a decent relationship at least between LeBron and Clutch. You don't want them on your, obviously on the wrong side, because then it'll be harder to recruit free agents. It'll be harder to do a lot of things. So we got to think of all this strategically. But of course, if you request a trade, then yeah, you oblige and you hope that you can get something in return to make up for a lot of what you're giving up, because LeBron James is one of the GOATs for a reason, right? If you're trading him, you better get a king's ransom. Even at the age of 40, I don't care. He's still dropping 30-point games and stuff. So, and I don't want to get into that. I will leave all that talk for the summer, especially depending on what the Lakers do from here to the February 10th trade deadline, right? It was around the corner already. So if they do nothing, then yes, this chatter is going to get loud. I will be throwing out videos with scenarios, all kinds of great stuff. So keep it locked right here for all things Lakers. But again, keys to the game, Darvingham, make the adjustments, play as much size as possible, limit turnovers, and please, Lakers, do the fundamentals, hit your free throws, stuff like that, because that's what ends up killing us a lot of these games. Appreciate you guys, man. I will see you guys here for the halftime report, most likely. Make sure to hit the like button. Shout out to the sponsors real quick. And hopefully we get to enjoy this game with a W. Hopefully, man. It's been a while. I forgot what a W feels like. So hopefully they remind us tonight. But regardless, I'll see you guys here. Enjoy the game, guys. Peace.